incident itself happened back in July 2024. It was a horrible incident in which a girl was making her way home from having a night out with her friends, and as she's walking up a well-lit street, it turns out she's being followed by a male. She then walks onto a dimly lit street. Within a few meters of going up the dimly lit street, she's attacked from behind. Strangled with a neck, sort of arm in front of her throat, dragged to the ground, and attempts to rape her on the floor. She's able to kick him off and flee home. He then makes his own way back to his house. My name's Connor. I'm a detective constable for the Metropolitan Police. I work here in the Sexual Offences Unit at Edmonton Police Station. We first got notified of the attack on the morning of the incident, so about 5 or 10 minutes after it happened. The first steps when we were alerted is to understand where the victim currently is. Once we know that she's safe and well, make sure that they're feeling a bit better when it comes to speaking to us, because speaking to the police can be daunting as it is. We're fully aware of that. So we then conduct the interview and make sure that we get all the information we can, and we do it all in one go so that she doesn't have to keep reliving the incident. I like to do it pretty holistically. Say, look, this is the one time you'll have to do it well, we'll do it properly, and then we can set the investigation from there and work on identifying the suspect. Explain to me what consent is.
It's agreement between two people to engage in an act.
When someone says no to sex, what does that mean?
It means no sex.
Have you ever had sex with someone who's not consented?
No, never.
Identifying the suspect was relatively complicated, but with some elements of good fortune in some senses. We have CCTV footage of the incident itself, just up the road from it, and we see the time in which he then leaves the street. And we work out that he's wearing a hat with a reflective sticker on the top. He's wearing a red windbreaker with black panelling, and it's a North Face jacket. He's got some navy shorts on with white stripes down the side. We work out exactly what time he gets on the bus. We're able to determine the buses that would have gone through at that route. And we go through to the bus company and say, look, somebody, the only person who gets onto this bus at this time, at this place, we want to know the details for the card that was used. Go to the bus company, within a day they come back to us and say, this is the details for the card. It's a disabled bus pass, but it doesn't have a name on it. But we're able to continue the CCTV inquiries regardless, to then follow the bus as it gets off. As the suspect gets off, we then follow the suspect all the way back, and we track him back to an address. It turns out that there is a fella who lives a street over called Mohammed Ahmed. We then conduct some further inquiries to work out how we can prove that he was there. For example, we do inquiries into his phone, we work out where he's been, and then we look to get him using the card. When he gets onto the bus, he uses the bus pass to tap on. The travel company can use the live trace for the bus passes and confirm to us within 20 minutes that that card has been used. We know the time that the card has been used as officers have followed the suspect. We then confirm with the bus company that that is the same time. We then know that the person in possession of the card is Mohammed Ahmed. Why do you use his bus pass, and why did you use it today, yesterday, and a month ago?
I mean, it's free, like, it's explanation enough.
But you realise it's not yours?
I know. I admitted it to you. Transparency, I'm trying to be transparent, I get it, but I'm telling you as for the sake of this.
Did you use his travel pass at 2:42 a.m. on the 20th of July 2024?
No, I did not. It was missing.
You were going to leave it till tomorrow before reporting the card?
I didn't say that as an actual statement. I said I probably would have.
When Ahmed was arrested, we had a very little window in which to arrest him. He initially gets on a bus and then gets to an overground station. By this point, we know that he's used the travel pass, and it's the travel pass used at the time of the incident. We know that he's going to get on a train, and we know that officers are tracing him the entire time. So it's very much a case of, as soon as he's through the gate of the train station, it's a case of we need to intercept him immediately. Luckily, the train station that he was at is a terminating point, so he gets on the train and the train is stationary. Officers have seen him enter the train and obviously can see him through the windows. Officers enter a carriage from either side, come together in the middle, and he's arrested on the train before it leaves the station.
You're under arrest for non-fatal strangulation, attempted rape and assault by penetration.
He's then subsequently taken out of the view of the train station and formally arrested and dealt with outside the train station. We find the travel pass on him and confirm that it's got the same details as the one that's used to tap onto the bus straight after the incident. We also find the windbreaker at his home address.
I think we call that found. Yeah.
The interview of Mohammed Ahmed was an interesting one. We interviewed him, myself and my colleague, the night that he'd been arrested.
Describe what happened between you between 02:28 and 02:34 on Saturday the 20th of July.
I can't, since I wasn't involved.
You weren't involved?
No.
What were you doing then?
I was probably at home, to be honest.
You think you were at home? What would you have been doing at home?
Not sure. I do many things. Probably play PlayStation, sleep, maybe just on my phone. Just what you do at home, I guess.
Okay.
My colleague and I obviously know this isn't true. We know this isn't true because firstly, we have the phone data from where he was out and about at the time. He himself said that his phone never leaves him, so it must have been with him and he must have been out and about.
Did your telephone travel with you in the early hours of the 20th of July 2024?
Yeah, should have done, yeah. It was with me, in my pocket.
I thought you were at home.
Don't know specifically.
But your
where.
phone goes out at that time,
Yeah.
and your phone is always with you. So what does that mean?
I was probably on a walk.
You were out at the time, weren't you?
Yes, I probably was.
So you were out at the time. You weren't at home, you were out.
I guess I know that now.
Right.
He then said that he'd been sold the clothes that he was arrested in by a man in the park.
He sold it to me at such a cheap price, even I thought it was dodgy. So I asked him, what's wrong with the clothes? He's like, nothing. Have a look. He gave me the bag. I looked at the clothes, all of them. I was like, oh, these are nice clothes. You know, the shorts I'm wearing now, the top I'm wearing now, the shoes I'm wearing now. And then I took them off him. I looked at them. Oh, they're nice. I tried them on. They fit. They're nice. And I just took them. And now I was trying to get on the train, first time wearing the clothes, and then I'm arrested for what?
He's very brazen almost initially at the start of the interview, thinking, yeah, it's mistaken identity, they're never going to prove it, not knowing that we'd had a wealth of information behind us.
So you said you've never worn this jacket before when you bought it off this man on Monday, but you were stopped and searched last year. And I've got a couple of screenshots from the body-worn video of that search. There's two pictures here of a man who looks remarkably like you wearing that same jacket. That's a North Face logo.
Do you want to come clean? You didn't think we'd find that, did you? And now your whole world's just come crashing down.
There was that feeling of like, wow, we've allowed him to go down this narrative of I wasn't there, I don't know what you're talking about, I bought the clothes a day later, to then confronting him with it and then watching his whole demeanour change. He changes from being very talkative and wanting to speak to us to then bowing his head to the ground and not engaging with us anymore.
I guess my family just hate me now, I guess.
What does that mean?
That's all I really care about, my family.
But your family hate you.
Probably would do.
Why?
I would hate me.
In the police station, he's charged with attempted rape, assault by penetration, and strangulation. He's sentenced a month or two later. He's given an initial sentence of 7.5 years in prison after his guilty plea and an extra 4 years on licence. No matter how long it's been between an incident taking place, always reach out to us. We do genuinely care. I know the people that work on these departments want to be there, and the support for a victim is ongoing. It's not just, we found the suspect, he's been charged, that's it, we terminate the relationship. The relationship is still ongoing now in this case. I still speak to the family. The support's always there. Really important that we support victims, and it's one of the primary focuses that we have, and then making sure that we obtain evidence from the suspect in order to get the conviction that the victim deserves.